Okay, for our next build we're sticking with the same sort of platform, but we're going with the larger case. We're going with the MIDI this time, in white. Platform being obviously Z490 with the i7-10700K. Board again is PCI 4 and Gen 4 compliant, if obviously you use the 11th Gen chip. Commander Pro along with 9 QL Corsair fans, so the uni. 18 wire connection on them, should be fun. Water cooling, we're going for the 360 RGB all-in-one water cooler. Again in white. We're using a RTX 2070 Super. Old power supply from this machine before. Evo. RAM. So yeah, see how the fans look differently to the uni fans that I used in the mini build. And we go from there. So we're going for the same fitment of having the cooler in the rear. And with these fans we're using the QL, very nice actually. You've obviously got nice badging here, but obviously you have badging on the back, which is why we chose these instead of having the 5 volts and everything else put on there. Both sides will look quite nice, and the way the LEDs run as well. 3 should sit on the back with drawing air in from the outside. Right, the AO is fitted. I do like with the QLs that they actually have the Corsair logo on the back of the fans instead of the plain white or plain black with the old 5, 12 volt and everything else. Aesthetically it looks much better. And I'm stuck with the same concept I had before, where I just think it's better to have the red actually in the back in the own separate chamber, drawing in air. More efficient for cooling. So you can see it's going to be like a black and white build. Okay. Right, so it's installed. Need to get power onto it, but it's quite neat. Not too happy about this, but the cabling is white for that cooler. Could have been better in black, but not being too picky. Got to do the power on it. And what we've decided is to do some black and white cabling. So those extenders will go in. Managed to get a nicer USB 3 flatter cable than the one they supply in most cases, which is so thick. Sort of hides itself a little bit better there. But yes, looking okay. Do a power test once we get all the cables fitted. Okay, so the build's virtually complete, just got the GPU to fit and obviously put Windows on, yet to power it up. But all the fans are fitted. So it looks quite nice, same setup as before, 3 in, 3 out, and the exhaust for the radiator. All the wiring's done, we've gone with black and white wiring. So quite happy with that. An interesting thing, they actually do fan labels. I wish more companies would do this. Very hard to find decent fan labels, but we won't be using them because obviously the QLs have the plates and back on front, which make it look very nice. But yes, so next is the power up. Okay, the build's complete. A little bit of testing to find out that one stick of RAM is totally dead. Thank you, Corsair. But I get some more coming in tomorrow, so we'll redo it. But yeah, graphics cards in, black and white theme. So once we get the new RAM tomorrow, we'll carry on from here. As you can see, the build is complete. All the wiring is done. Graphics card is in. Everything's set to white. The new RAM has been installed. We had one dead stick, so that's been RMA. And somebody did ask in my previous video about the mounting of the AI, why I didn't mount it at the top. Again, it's purely down to, not aesthetics, but down to actual performance. Where this rad here is actually in the case panel at the back, there is no heat within the back here. Also, the pump is lower than the head of the rad, so no bubbles will collect within the pump itself, so the pump is very quiet. If I was to mount it up here, that's fine. Aesthetically it would look better, but it wouldn't perform as good. This card here runs extremely warm. The heat that is generated it would rise and go through the top rad, making a 7 to 10 degree difference. It's far better with it being at the side. Now if you were to water cool the GPU, then top mounting it would be a better option. But because the blower of these cards are very, very warm, the heat is going to come out of one place only, through the rad. This is why I've mounted it this way. So once again, thanks for viewing my videos. I hope this build's a bit different from the other one, not by very much, but just a different use of fans. And again, I love the fans because they have the labelling on the back as well as the front, which is a nice touch by Corsair. So yeah, thank you very much for viewing, and that's it.